I did not grow up wealthy, and I am on a journey to improve my financial situation. I am beyond thankful for everything my parents gave me. I want to use that to move myself to a higher financial plane, and this is my journey to do that. So, I grew up very sort of solidly middle class. My mom she had a sort of stay-at-home business. She was a childcare provider for a little bit and then was a full-time mom. And then she and my dad divorced when I was 13, and then she had to go back to work and had always been a sort of a secretary and administrator, but I don't think ever made more than $50,000 in her life. Thankfully, she got to stay in the family home, and my father supported us in making payments on that, but that is all he did. So I am working to take what I got from my father, who was a great dad while he was here. And my father was a Samsung company man and was just kind of in business. He'd moved on to a company in California, and that's kind of when my parents separated, and had become CEO of that company. But I did not know CEO dad. I knew Samsung company man dad, who had a degree in economics and a graduate degree in economics. I think his undergrad was in finance, his graduate degree was in economics. So that's how I grew up. I am an English major. That's kind of where I kind of start from. That's my understanding. So I am not financially inclined at all. And I didn't really have much or any guidance as far as charting a life path at all, and what to do as far as designing my life and how to craft a career that would generate an income. Nobody spoke to me about that. To be fair, I never asked, but that was not the discussion growing up in my household. So that's something that I had to teach myself and craft for myself. And that is something that I am still learning and teaching myself, is how to take the skills that I have and put them to work in the marketplace. And that is the advice that I would give every young person, is not follow your passion, find your passion. No, find what you're good at and how to use that in the marketplace, how to improve those skills for the marketplace. So that's what I am doing, in the process of doing right now. And this is kind of how I'm doing that. There's the technical part of that, is in like the tactical part, what I'm actually doing. And then there is the mindset part. And the mindset part is what I find more interesting. The technical part is harder. I'll just say that right now. And that requires the actual action, getting out there, polishing your resume, adjusting your resume, making sure your skills are a good fit for new jobs, maybe starting a job, maybe figuring out launching a business. That's all the tactics of how to actually bring money in. Then the mindset is the part that I am, again, working on right now. Because if I am not adjusting my mindset to accept and to welcome and to be comfortable at new levels of wealth, that wealth isn't going to stay. I've seen that in my life and in the life of other people. So what I'm actively working on doing is adjusting and improving my mindset through affirmations and through action. So here are some of the specifics I'm doing, the specific things I'm doing to improve my mindset, because that's really what I've been focusing on lately. And noticing where I feel uncomfortable. So I notice where I feel uncomfortable around wealth or the idea of wealth, and I adjust it. I have affirmations like I'm a magnet for wealth. I comfortably receive more and more money. Money comes to me with ease. I receive and keep and grow money with ease. Money flows through me. That's another one that I say. So I say affirmations. Another thing that I am being very conscious of is the material that I'm consuming on my downtime. So as far as specifically what I'm watching on YouTube, because I do watch a good amount of YouTube, and normally, so my downtime recreation YouTube tends toward, I don't say the trash, but I do love a good celebrity gossip story. I love some TLC shows. I love kind of learning the backstory on these TLC shows and getting the inside scoop, the tea on what's going on there. So I've been watching that. What I've been trying to do as well is mix in some entrepreneurial content about how people are making wealth, and watching that and making that part of my diet. So lately I've been watching Alex and Layla Hormozi and how they've built their businesses. So here's the problem with watching people build their businesses is it makes me feel bad about myself. Watching people build these businesses makes me feel bad about myself. Oh, this person has a $100 million net worth by 29. Why didn't I do that? Why? And then I beat myself up. I'm like, I'm more than 40 and I have do not have $100 million net worth. And I feel bad about what I view as how little I achieved. That's the wrong way to think. And I know that I can shift my thinking instead to say, what clues can I pick up from their success? What gold can I mine from their story and use that to my story? Because what you don't see is they both grew up in wealthy families. They both had clues from their parents. Which pros and cons to having parents that come from wealth. So I think Alex's father was a doctor, and may have gave money for his education. And I know Layla's father was quite successful. I don't know parental background, but again, it's important to know the history of both these people so that I can say, these are the advantages they have. Here's what I can learn from their stories. So again, it's important to have sort of the backstory on both of them and not just discount them and say, oh, well, they grew up wealthy, so there's nothing I can learn from their story, but saying, this is what I can take from that story, and that's how I'm going to apply it. So what I do apply, and this is what I'm doing, is I'm watching their stories and I'm getting used to the way that they talk and their energy and the way that they think, and I'm trying to think like them. That is what I am doing. I'm teaching myself how to think like a wealthy person so that I become wealthy. And even if I achieve just a small percentage of something that someone else, not specifically them, but a wealthy person has achieved, that will be better than simply staying where I am or going backwards. I want to always be moving forward. And part of that involves getting over myself, getting over beating myself up for how little I've achieved and not just despairing, but breaking it down and grabbing those nuggets of success. That is sort of the most important thing, is not letting myself off the hook on improving what I have. And sort of the parable of the man who only has one talent, who buried it in the backyard. I'm not going to bury that one talent in the backyard. I'm going to take that one talent and I'm going to do the absolute most I can. Even if it's putting it in the bank and investing and earning 4 to 8% interest, that is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to invest that one talent. That is the overarching theme and goal of how I am training myself for wealth and to improve my financial situation. So that's what I got for you today on how I am improving my financial situation. Those are the steps that I am taking this week. Thanks for watching. And as always, I hope you'll keep watching. Bye.